Village Baker. I thought that banker bingo card was just awesome. Hello, all. Hello, Tiny Hammer. Hello, SJS. Squatchy getting where the bingo. Hello, R. Sassy. Mm. Tiny Hammer. It's good to see you in here. Go enjoy it on the television. Hello, John Trantos, Lynn B, all my Lynn's. B Mom, if I didn't say thank you loudly enough, I will say it again. Thank you, Big Dong Guy, Angel Wings. It's great to see you guys. Skeeter, we the people. J Money, Booger. I did. I got my bags back late on Saturday, but justice will prevail all. Hello, K. Scott. Whoa, is it running? Hello, Hud Gumby. Wow, it just went screaming. I mean, holy smokes. Hello, East Tennessee, North Carolina mountains getting snow. Hello, Jeff. Just craziness going on. Hello, Irinka in San Diego. Hello, Brad. Hello, my Pittsburgh crew. Daniel, how are you? Zaphad's Planet. Yeah, hopefully my bag enjoyed its trip. Maybe it got to hang out with Charlie and you guys. Perfin Paul. Yeah, wasn't it absolutely awesome? Tucker did a good job. I would also, I almost think he's watching the podcast. So, Tucker, how are you? I hope you're enjoying it. I know it's not as cool or as polished as yours, but we're trying hard. Hello, Vancouver, Washington with Lauren. Kukla, are you holding down this side? Yeah, thank you. Hello, Dinar, dude. Revenge of the Trans Luggage Sniffer. All right. You guys know when you get me a little tickled like that sometimes I have to post things or show you things, right? Wait. All right. Let's have some fun. And then we'll get on with everything we need to. Ruger 21, thank you. Speaking of, yeah, right. No explanation needed. This one smells different. Yep. I hear you cook low on a raise and a prime rib dinner. Problem is, you're the one cooking. All right, let's get to it. Any surprises in the bag? My bag, no, but my son's was full of TSA flyers. How they searched his bag. I mean, they didn't find anything. There's nothing in it. Wasn't going to be anything in it, but they just want to know that they randomly searched his bag. I tend to think targeted, but who knows? Maybe I'm not nearly as special as I think I am. That's possible. Possible. Before I dive into anything, though, I did want to put this one up. Fellow Patriot Business Links.com. You guys know them as Jay and Amy in here. Put together very quickly for those insurance agents that sell Medicare, because we've had so many people ask. You will put your information. You will go to this link. I just dropped it in the chat, and it's Uniting American Businesses and Consumers for a prosperous future. We're going to start with just the Medicare, Medicaid, but it looks like we are going to flesh this out to other industries. That way you guys can buy from some of your own community. Hey, some of you getting ads. That means I'm going to jump in and knock mine out then. I think that's a golden opportunity. There's no denying it. Gold's hot right now. Prices are soaring. Experts are predicting even more to come. Not so long ago, gold reached its all-time high of $2,069 an ounce, and now it's inching ever closer to that number again. Bank of America, one of the largest banks in the world, saying gold will rise further, still to over $2,200 an ounce later this year. So what, right? Well, gold's already a safety net for your hard-earned money, and now when the stock market is all over the place and the value of the dollar is uncertain, being safe really counts like never before. Noble Gold's offering a 5-ounce America the Beautiful coin for any qualified IRA or old 401k rollover. Terms apply. A solid silver U.S. mint-issued coin celebrating our national parks, free with every qualifying precious metals IRA or 401k rollover. Can't go wrong with Noble Gold Investments, 877-646-5347, markzgold.com, markzgold.com. Hello, Eric S. Hello, Grumpy. Hello, it's a big boy, Fred. Hello, White Wolf. Yeah, a couple of you guys suddenly hit me with that one. Diamond Few, and this from a guy on Telegram just now named Skipper. I'm not an RV chaser, but if I was, Frank26 is winking at his followers saying he won't be back and will be gone for the next 3 Mondays. Good for him. Hello, Arnold Dean. It's good to see you. Conspiratary. Camp Sasquatch. Demers. Let's see. I thought U.S. Republic was originally designed to be based out of Atlanta. Oh, the U.S. Republic. I've always heard the Treasury that they were going to separate the different branches on purpose, not have them all in one city to help negate the effects of lobbyists, etc. Hello, Doug Mashke, Navy vet, Flying Squirrel, Paul Y, Zoni, Susan. We got them all. Sinstone. I know you guys are ready. I'm ready to dive into the news, what we've got. And Chaz says you will own your own airplane after your airline fiasco. He not kidding. That was stupid. That was crazy. That was nuts. But I am getting, let's see, get much lower rate also all done intent. Let's see. Ask for the special rate. I'm still not hearing that you've got to ask for the special rate. At least that would be a surprise to all of my redemption folks. But hey, doesn't hurt just to ask for it. If you're worried that you'll get a bigger rate when you go, just say, hey, is that your absolute top rate? I want the best rate you can give me, or I'll take my business elsewhere. If it just makes you feel better, say it. They would like the bulk of all redemptions, silver, bells, white, done in 10 to 12 days. Yes. They would like to have a good 90% of it in, and they will. More ads. That means when they're done, I get to dive in. Paul, I love that one. Daddy wants an old Harley and a new pair of shoes. Waiting for the ads to be over, and then we're going to dive in. Nah, exactly. 8 Intercessor doesn't hurt to ask. No need to worry about it. Just, all right, if you got to ask. Just go in and ask. Just in case I'm wrong. You'll be set that way. Hello, Fubar11. I've been told I'm special, so I will automatically get that rate. Fubar, I can tell you, just from our interactions and emails and stuff, you are special. Oh, yeah. And boy, do they look good. The Whiskey and Wisdom silver bars look great. I had to break out a new design. I mean, we got to do something, right? Keep it fun. Post RV, can we have maybe I told you so bars, silver bars, so we can hand them out to all of our family? Yeah, better rate. MJ Bots, Big Swear says Mexico is going to nationalize silver mines. MJ Bots, Big Swear is probably very correct on that one. It does appear that a lot of nations are doing just that. And if we go to asset backed, it makes sense for most nations to do that. It'll be interesting here in the U.S. with private and fee simple land. I would think that the only ones they'll be able to nationalize are on national lands, but we would see how that goes. I'm not worried about them nationalizing too much in the States. Part of me wishes they would some of it, especially the ones where the drilling rights, mining rights, mineral rights are separate from it all. But silver bar with a rooster row, that is. Oh, you guys, hello, Bob. I'm busy laughing. I got to pull myself together here, guys. I'm so ready to put this on. Oh, wait. Or is this a more Missouri hat to wear, right? It might be more fun. Let's get into this. We got a little news out of Iraq today, finally. This one is the state administration sets a deadline of 10 days as the deadline for resolving discussions on the budget. If they're putting this out, that means they are further. Joel, nationalizing's fastest. No, I understand what you're saying. I would have to explain it in depth for it to make sense, Joel. I don't want it to belong to the nation, but a lot of those resources should belong to the people of the nation. So that one's a tough one. Paul Huey, you got it. You understood it. Have you guys ever heard of? I mean, many of you guys are familiar with the branch of convenience stores, gas stations throughout much of the Midwest called Come and Go. One of my friends sent me a hat and a shirt. I love it. So let's get back to it. All right. Ooh, Christmas cactus blooming. Excellent gal. That's probably an excellent sign. They're saying within 10 days. If they're saying within 10 days, just like they told us before, when they've told us anything in the past, they're usually way ahead of that. So they are planning on resolving it over the next, or before I am hearing, before they've got to throw out dates. They have to keep the people biting, but they don't want to give us too much. They have to cloud timing. I thought that was actually pretty solid news coming out of Iraq. Something to get excited about, some downtime. Now, they did have a banking holiday there today. Lots of expectations overnight. My bond people are still expecting liquidity. My T1 contacts are expecting liquidity tomorrow as well. I finally got in touch with the one that was MIA. They have not received, he has not at least, the one he's responsible for, hasn't, but is expecting liquidity tomorrow. So just an update on that one. That is pretty positive news in my book. I'll keep you guys posted. I won't know until about midday tomorrow, just from when we have that update scheduled. Somebody had asked earlier on my redemption contacts, they were working in the field today. When they work in the field, that means they're out doing wealth management things. So that's your update on that front. I'm trying to think if there's anything I have missed. We got a lot in the world news to hit on, but not a whole heck of a lot other on the dinar front today. Let me turn this banner off and see if I can see any comments you have to see if I'm missing something. How are you? If they're saying June 1st, we shouldn't use USD. Who is saying June 1st, we shouldn't use USD? Surely no. I am told that no, dinar and dong will not be subject to any kind of humanitarian project. Reading through a few of these. Remember, my silent voice said 12. Hey, I want to be surprised. Somebody just asked me if they RI or in chat, I think it was Biz, asked how does that work? And RI would mean if the value was, and I believe it was 322. Does anybody know the day they devalued the Iraqi dinar off the top of your head? Because it's not revalued since Saddam Hussein went into Kuwait. So that's probably early 90s. So you'd have to go back to that date, find out what the US dollar was worth then, and then simply plug it in to find out. Steve Johnston, are your redemption folks frustrated? They were told to be ready. No, they're not frustrated. They're prepared. They're also do wealth management. So they're bouncing between the two of them. Are they ready to get it over with? Ooh, Steve, you did remind me of something, though. You did remind me of something that I did want to share today from the same folks. They said that they have actively, over the last month and a half, 2 months, started reaching out to any of their wealth management clients that already have foreign currencies, that have told them that they have foreign currencies. They've already started reaching out to them, not giving away what's going on or anything, but just giving them a little extra care and attention to remind them that they would love to handle their wealth after. So I found that one very interesting. Man, I'm glad you said something. Daniel, about the same time as the budget I am. With the HCL, I'm expecting that rate. 7 more countries must turn to gold back or BRICS for ERB. Bearded, I've not heard any of that. Let's see. I live in Texas and work at a credit union. A member who is a Mexican national came in asking for rainbow currency. She said her family is exchanging currency in Mexico to rainbow currency. KR Foxworthy, if that customer comes back in, see if her family will send a picture. That can make all the difference in the world. I don't know what to say on it because I don't have enough background on it, but that is interesting. Lisa, I think that's it. I probably should make a bunch of those for the next event I go to. Lisa Little said, hey, Mark, you should pass out t-shirts that say I slept with Mark Z and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. I should. That would be hilarious to hand out. Rife Force, I am in the Emerald Group, and when we opened a new account last weekend, our bank said there's an order on the screen to speak with the bank's wealth advisor. That also doesn't surprise me, Rife Force. Man, is it just ripping today. "17 reasons to keep fighting." You should see my pages and stacks of note. But on this one, it's probably an excellent idea. All right. Sorry, guys, I'm writing. Stephanie, you don't have to worry about it if anybody's going to notify you. Make certain you go to some of the news aggregating sites. Two of my absolute best banking contacts and banks have reached out to say that they will release their information and instructions via those sites when it is time. So if you have gone to nardrecaps.com, you get their regular email newsletter, maybe Chronicles. I don't know all of the news aggregating sites because I avoid the boards like a plague, so it doesn't turn into circle tail. But sign up for as many of them as you can for their free email, excuse me, guys, free email newsletters, and you will be a happy person. Don't know the rate on the ruble. Those shirts will be good to sell to raise money for seeds and such, Boss Cub. Not a bad idea. I got it in the mail and I deposited 300K in my bank. I'd get a 3K in return. Haha, don't know where that came from. Hey, you just want that 300K back, right? Or just it, period. Connie, there's a good chance if you purchase your currency from a bank that they will reach out to you as well because they will have a record of it. Laura Benawi, thank you. And hopefully I got even kind of close with that pronunciation. Yeah, conspiracy, you guys are going to know very quickly. You're going to see all the signs. You're going to have debt disappearing. You're going to have, you won't be able to miss this event. There's no way you're going to miss a world event of this size. It went too quickly. Man, it went so fast. I thought I saw one from Don T's and it was gone. Man, you guys are screaming. Live wire band, maybe. Yeah, it would be a fun one. Y'all are hilarious. Oh, wait. Zafad's Planet. So calls might go from a bill collector to the bankers. That's exactly what's going to happen. You guys are still going to be surrounded and harassed. The difference is it's going to be by people trying to help you because they love you suddenly. The same people, well, excuse me, people that were harassing. Yeah, anyways, it's going to go from bill collectors to wealth managers calling you. Love that one. Wait, Mark, do know people personally who have had debt forgiveness last month? Do I know people that have had debt forgiveness last month or two? Yes. We've had them in here. Guys, if you've had some kind of debt, whether it's just a credit card, medical debt, student loan, whatever it is, sound off in here. We've had people whose mortgages were paid off. And I don't know if that is some kind of test to track their spending habits, so they better know how to prepare for this or not. But it is interesting. Marianne, we will do that. Let's see. Let's keep going. All right, we got a lot to cover. Let me hit it quickly. Get. It's good to see you, Get. What's happening with Operation Sandman? The cannon is loaded, and they are waiting to light the fuse, Jennifer, on Operation Sandman. I don't know what they're positioning for. I don't know what BRICS is positioning for. It doesn't make much sense to me, but I'm trying to figure it out. Now we're going to rip on the news. Sup, DJ Timnator. Here we go. Syria urges BRICS to lead in ditching the dollar. Talks won and adoption with China. Of course, I can't blame the leadership in Syria. They've had a very troubled relation with the U.S. Yeah, we bomb them. We say they have chemical weapons when they didn't. Some they did have, many they didn't. Some of the side. Anyways, we're all coming up with an excuse to arm one side or another in Syria. So they're urging BRICS to lead in ditching the dollar, and they talks won adoption with China. So that's more of the BRICS move. I wanted to bring this one up because it is finally starting to make mainstream news. Finally starting. They updated it today. 3 of the 4th largest ever bank failures have happened since March. WAPO, it's behind a paywall, so we'll bounce over here to Inside Paper. Biggest bank failures since 2007, 2008 financial crisis. Guys, and it is interesting. I've had a couple of people today give me the name of the next bank they think is going to fail. So, Brian, I'm going to give you credit for the first one, and then I got a number of other similar emails on this one, and I did a bit of a short dive. And you're right, it is troubled and has seen a lot of outflow of dollars during this process. That is going to be Pacific Western Bank. If I've got to pick another troubled one based on just what I have seen over the last 2 hours or so in diving and researching, it is going to be Pacific Western. First Republic got absorbed. Well, part of it got absorbed by JP Morgan. Their assets did. Their liabilities, you know where their liabilities went? They got stuck on us and the government. We're paying for it. Isn't that great? I mean, if you're responsible, the U.S. government pays for your problems. If you're successful, your stockholders give you money. Either way, you can't lose. Let's see. Phoenix at Patriot Intel Report keeps saying the Sarah Ray Bone currency. Wish you would invite him. Jazz, he should have listened to this morning. Let's just say that he is just some kind of crazed accurate, and the Sarah isn't. Debt forgiveness is still happening. Me personally, not worried about it. I've sat down many years ago, and I've seen a lot of the documentation and paperwork that Al Hodges had. I'm just not worried about it. But I totally understand why somebody would question it and wonder. See, JPM opened up big today on the news. Oh, JP Morgan, yeah. I mean, if you're them, it's great. If you're us paying the bill, it sucks. I mean, sucks. Credit unions, they'll still be there, Jackie. A debt relief, all my kids are now out of the house. Bearded Patriot, that will do it. Let's keep running. We got some other things to cover in the news. Prayers going out. This one, well, anyways, we won't get into that part. Multiple fatalities, 30 plus taken to hospital amid dust storm on I-85 in central Illinois today, causing massive traffic issues, crashes, death, injuries, etc. That is just downright spooky. 20 commercial vehicles, aka trucks, and 40 to 60 passenger cars. Zero visibility. A massive wreck and problem there. Just prayers for you folks in that region. Hopefully none of our community was caught in this one. The only thing I have from First Republic is a promotional water bottle. Can we make fun of some of these failed banks somehow? Get t-shirts from them? Hey, my bank failed and all I got was this crappy shirt. All right, judge orders Hunter Biden to turn over financial records. Not only does he have to appear every time they have a court date, but now he has to turn over all of his financial records in his ongoing paternity case. I told you guys I foresaw that one as a backdoor into his financial records. Our government officials seem to be afraid to ask for these things, but you put it on down to a child support case, and judges have no problem going full tilt after it, nor should they. So this one is going to be a very interesting one. It looks like all of his financial records are soon to be open court records. We will finally get to look into them and see them. And then there can be no excuse for Congress and mainstream media any longer for why they can't see Hunter Biden's financial records. Huge one, a crazy backdoor, just like I'd mentioned in a previous podcast, similar to your biggest mobster getting locked up for income tax evasion or some such. And now the one that I wanted to start with this evening, American airline pilots vote overwhelmingly to authorize a strike. They're tired of not getting paid. They're tired of being abused by management. They're just tired and they want to strike. I was hoping I could read a little blurb in here. Maybe they'd put it at the end and just say, hey, we weren't going to strike, and then you dissed Mark Z and tossed him off wheelchair and all. So now we're going on strike. That's not what it was all about. It's about them wanting better conditions. A lot of the pilots still mad about having to take these things, money, hours, etc. But the timing really is pretty epic. No, it is, Suzanne. It's a sad day when the President of the United States won't recognize his grandchildren. I'm with you. That one, it is not the grandchild's fault. The child didn't ask to be brought into or be conceived. And that's, no, I'm with you. Brother Halcyon, I plan on doing it through ADA, exactly how I plan on doing it. All right, Mark C, an AA troll. One Angel, it's good to see you. I still owe you some Mofongo, so let me know when you're ready. Watch, Musk warns Bill Mayer woke mind virus is existential threat to civilization. This, strangely enough, is something that these two agree on. One being very middle of the road, one being very left leaning, but I did think it was an interesting read. And Musk's right on this one. The left went left. I mean, they went so far left that they took people that are lifelong Democrats and turned them into Republicans. 2024 presidential candidate wants to shut down the FBI and replace it with something that works, not something that's politicized. This guy is saying all of the right stuff. Vivek Ramaswamy. I've listened to him, guys. Wish I knew a little more about his background. I don't, but I know listening to his current stuff, he definitely is pushing all the right buttons on the right as a presidential candidate. No, I don't think he has a chance of winning, but I do think he is affecting the conversations. He is bringing up things that are important to you and I, and should be important to the overwhelming majority of Americans, and he has no problem bringing them out. So even take away whatever the background is, if you guys are worried about where he came from or any of those things, meaning maybe he belonged to some World Economic Forum club in his past, I got no idea. But he is bringing up a lot of excellent conversations that need to be had by all candidates. Heck, by candidates on both sides of the aisle right now. He is nailing it on the conversation side. All right, U.S. begins first mass evacuation effort of citizens from Sudan. Of course, they haven't offered any help before. There's some great Substacks on this one. We're not talking about mainstream media, but they are finally ready to start helping some of the citizens. They took out all the government employees and they left the citizens hanging on their own. And then they said, hey, if you can make it across the border, we'll take you from there. If you can make it into Saudi Arabia, we'll have somebody waiting on the other side of the border for you. Good luck getting out. I mean, it's a war-torn country. You're going to get shot at the whole time. A lot of stuff stolen, maybe raped and killed. But hey, if you can get there, we'll take care of you. Kind of reminds me of the Biden's administration's answer to things went in Afghanistan. If you can make it to the airfield, why an entire country of crazed Taliban are looking for you to make a political prisoner out of you, then hey, we'll fly you out of here. You just got to make it here. Typical response from this administration. Just another one or two here. Epstein's private calendar emerges. Among prominent names listed are Biden's CIA chief and a Goldman top lawyer. There are a number of interesting ones in here. Catherine Rumler, dozens of meetings with Epstein, top lawyer at Goldman Sachs. Now, what is particularly interesting, especially on the Biden CIA chief, he met with him right here, Burns, who became CIA director under Biden in 2021. He met with Epstein while he was preparing to leave his position in the government. That was in 2014. The first time Epstein, and now this is somebody in intelligence, this is somebody very well connected, very deeply connected in the Biden administration and Obama administration. They met with him almost 7 years after his first indictment for pedophilia style charges. They were greatly reduced, the house arrest thing. So he was already a known character in this, and he was meeting with him after. We're talking 7 years after, and he was meeting in his place, taking his private car here. This one I think is going to be pretty damning as it's released, because this is one thing that surprisingly both sides of the aisle, of course, on the left, they're hoping that they can take Trump down within Epstein, because there are some pictures of Epstein and Trump at different functions in and around New York, etc. No meetings, none of that, just where they see each other in society. I think this one is going to play out very interesting, especially if we keep bringing it up. Anna Liberated, even Noam Chomsky met with Epstein. Yeah, matter of fact, Noam Chomsky just released a statement on that, and I almost brought that up and shared that one today, but I didn't. Probably should have in retrospect. If you guys don't know who Noam Chomsky is, he's an interesting character. He's worth reading on. He also did the Requiem for the, I think it was the Requiem for the American Dream. Major, old guy, but a major labor activist. His party left him also. I don't know where he would fall. He falls somewhere in the Socialist Labor Party. Hated. He despised the Clintons, though. Even though he's very, very left. He's out there past AOC. All right, let's get on to the last one, because I think this one is important. U.S. Supreme Court to consider curbing authority of federal regulatory agencies. Appeals seek to overturn a ruling giving U.S. agencies authority. Court will take up regulation case in their October term, so this fall. Now, what they're referring to is a decades-old legal doctrine. And, for the life of me, I should remember this one. We talked about the Chevron document, or Chevron doctrine. And this is where they have been claiming far more power than they were ever given, and they are taking it up to Supreme Court. This would largely rein in nearly every one of your government organizations that just blindly make a rule and then prosecute you when you break it. Even though it's not a law, it's just a rule they make. A rule, a regulation, but not a law. That was the last one I wanted to cover. Now, it is a little later. Let's see. Can we dig Epstein up and kill him again? Or do we just resort to watch reruns of Welcome Back, Kotter on Intended TV? Capped Plasto. I've learned being here that I'm not alone in my odd sense of humor. Patriot Hero. Timing, I don't know. I feel like we are well within the 10-day mark, if not this week. I'm feeling really good about where we're at. Sickens me all the back doors in government. Yes, it does. Explain why I looked up exchange rate Friday. It was 12.80. Yesterday, 13.7. Today went up 14.60. And then other sites will have it at 1,001 or 11.32 as well, Terry. Just that's part of it. This is what we're expecting, this up and down. The interesting thing is the difference between what they're telling us in the street, what they're telling the government. And then we saw even rates $1 to 151 Iraqi dinar for some of the special SDRs. I mean, we're getting rates that are all over the board, guys, which tells you something is up. Doesn't necessarily give us an idea of timing. It just tells us how close we are. Back onto this one. Let's see. All right. Russian disinformation, Iraqi style. Just shows the hypocrisy of the champagne socialist. They are champagne. That's a good way to put them. I don't know why I didn't think of that more. They want everybody to be equal, everybody to be whatever. That's not what they mean. They want themselves to be the only ones prospering from the government and the control of the corporations. It's the ultimate in political grift. Wayne, I will have to look for it. Any updates on the MAGA video? Ooh, I will work on that for tomorrow morning, give you guys an update. I know she had a lot of footage. We're still hoping to get a little bit more, even if it is just a short visit, just saying, you know, hi, I'm from where rural, whatever, I'm a MAGA. We want some basic video like that as well to intersperse into it, not like a whole diatribe on your background, where you're at, just some of that, you know, to squeeze in there so they can see the variety. Jay, no, I meant new agro checks update. Oh, any agro check. No updates on the agro checks. Still hearing 330 billion per, wait, 330,000 per 1 billion. Still what I'm hearing. I hope it's accurate. Kathy, I'm glad you posted. It's good to have you in here. Hello, Kathy. How to protect your back door from Rachel Levine. We're still building. Oh, that's it. I better call it. You guys are awesome. What will happen to general public prices of silver and gold if a country nationalizes its mines? Really shouldn't affect. It's going to affect the government in those countries, their ability to support their currencies, and that's one of the reasons. If you look throughout antiquity, they would nationalize them. They were, I mean, it's a relatively new thing that they're not nationalized. It is a slippery slope when you start nationalizing anything, though. Then I missed another one, but I'd already answered it. Savad's, wait, no, that wasn't it. You guys may have to go watch it again. Let's see. German Shepherd, she's hungry. You're mad. All right. All right. GG, go feed that German Shepherd. And I am getting out of here until tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we will get a lot of updates. Bearded Patriot, boy, it was tough not to melt down. There were some very good employees trying to explain that she was just over the top, and I felt bad for them. They were put in a very, very difficult position. Where do you submit videos? Gary V. Kuklet just put that one in there. I'll see if I can find it and highlight it. If not, look for it again on the YouTube side. Let's see. Nope, she put a different one there. Yeah, JP's just saying, I hear you. Definitely a whiskey and wisdom this week. I am trying to find this one. Sorry, correction, X22 talking about Michael Obama running for president. I'm moving, that happens. I thought I saw one in here. I'm not going to, I know she put, there you go. I found it. That is where you submit your video if you would like to be included, or it's going to depend on the video. I don't know where she's at in the process. All right, left that one up there. Let's get to it, meaning get to calling it a night. I'll see you guys in the morning. Happy birthday to all those celebrating. Make certain I didn't miss any. I didn't miss any. All right. See you in the morning.